It's the Vikings going up against the Jaguars. With that, let's send you upstate to Everbank Field in Jacksonville. We're standing by our two men who will call the action. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we welcome our viewers to Duval County, the northern part of Florida, and the largest city in the Sunshine State, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we saw Larry focus on the tight end matchup in his open. You think it's one to watch, don't you?
Definitely one to watch, because these guys can create such big plays by all the different things they can do. Line up out wide, in the slot, line up in a normal tight end position, and then who are you going to cover them with? Is it a linebacker, a defensive back? They create mismatches all throughout the game.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out come the 6-6 Minnesota Vikings. Sam Bradford in Week 13 when they lost to the Cowboys. Charles put it in the air 45 times, completed 32 of them. Did have a touchdown, no interceptions, but the offense struggled, as it has a lot this year.
And the easy trace is back to all the injuries they've had in the offensive line. I mean, the guys that they started the season with, it doesn't bear any resemblance to who's playing right now. So that means they've got to be quicker getting the ball out of the hands of Sam Bradford, got to be quicker to the hole if you're a running back, but a lot of times the holes just aren't there.
Bradford now to throw on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Time to feature the offensive starters and to give some love to the tight end, Kyle Rudolph.
He's been to the Pro Bowl already, battled a few injuries, but he's back and better than ever. Has added a little yoga to his regimen in order to make it more nimble. That makes it that much harder for the defenders to catch him.
Second down now after the incompletion. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
So now 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Here's Bradford. He's going to... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Bradford now from the 50. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
Dante Fowler missed his rookie season due to injury. So good to have him back on the field. A terrific combination of speed and strength.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Here's McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So Adam Thielen, Charles, a guy we've talked about a few times. He's had to rise up from being undrafted, slowly working his way toward the top of the totem pole.
And, partner, you know how you know a guy is doing exactly what you said? It's when you sit down with coaches and they don't mention that they hope that he can step up and play. They just mention him as part of the game plan. And that's what's happened with Adam Thielen. He is an integral part of what they do on offense and a guy that Sam Bradford looks for in the clutch.
15 catches last 2 games coming out of Week 13. So now we get a glance at Jacksonville's offense. Blake Bortles taking the field. Jacksonville now at 2-10, and in that game against Denver last week, just more subpar results for Blake Bortles, unfortunately. But he was going against the #1 pass defense in the league.
Yeah, they didn't do him any favors with the scheduling, did they? They were already struggling. It's been an issue all season long. They haven't gotten on track running it or even throwing it. Blake Bortles has had accuracy issues, interception problems, but he is a battler, trying to figure those things out, trying to get right.
They'll run the option left. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the box that's highlighted is for Hearns on this offense.
Do you have your track shoes available? Because Allen Hearns is a guy that gets you on your horse if you're trying to defend him. He can take anyone deep and win on any route.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now the former Jet running back. This is Chris Ivory. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They go play action here on 1st down. Finding time. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
On 2nd down, Ivory. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now, this Minnesota defense played well against Dallas Week 13. Remember, they were without Mike Zimmer. He's their head coach, but he's a defensive guy.
And I believe that Zim does handle most of the calls on defense as well. So, yes, he's the head coach, but he handles that side of the ball. That's his specialty. But I thought it galvanized the team. Not having Mike Zimmer there, they wanted to play really well for him, and they did throughout the game. They just had the coordinators handle each side of the ball, and the defense kind of took care of their own business.
He's got the hook up to Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's Ivory, and he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Again, they run. Again, it's Ivory. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. On first down, this is Ivory. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Okay, I don't want to bring money into it, but I'm going to. You know what your best contract negotiations are?
Good years.
Production. Chris Ivory, his first 1,000-yard season in New York, parlayed into a nice deal with Jacksonville, and they expect the same results.
Yeah, nice 5-year deal indeed. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. A dump off for Ivory. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. A running play now for Ivory. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They stay on the ground. Ivory again. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. You know, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Yeah, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. A beautiful fake. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
First down, Bradford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They run it with McKinnon. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. McKinnon last week, 41 yards, 9 carries, had a receiving touchdown. But, you know, as a team, the Vikings, 867 yards rushing this year. That's dead last in the NFL.
And I think a lot of people are eager to get Adrian Peterson back and think that that will cure everything. But Matt Asiata and Jerick McKinnon are a pretty nice combo. They just aren't getting much blocking and much support up front. I do think left tackle T.J. Clemmings is an excellent run blocker, and they might need to go in that direction a little bit more.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. McKinnon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw in that play. No gain.
To throw, Bradford. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here's Jeff Locke now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings defense getting ready to go. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all. But you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side.
Right,
I missed that.
Right.
Totally missed it.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. There we go now. Green, 39.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. He's got time. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Ten yards still left on second down.
We got three, fellas. We got three. There we go now.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll come out in the pistol.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll run the option left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Green 90.
The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft one. Deep left. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there. Bortles to Robinson. 62 yards. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. More from Jacksonville after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
There we go now. Blue 45. Blue.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They'll run the option left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Bortles now on 3rd and goal. Surveying the field. That's caught. It's Thomas. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So that scores now in their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Comes Minnesota, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Bradford from the gun on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And, Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Now McKinnon trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. First carry of the game here for Matt Asiata. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. Now Bradford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here again is McKinnon. And a short gain down to about the 33. Aaron Colvin there to make the tackle. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Bradford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Avery Jones in there to get him well behind the line of scrimmage. Gosh, it's a loss of 17, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Here's Jeff Locke now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Another pistol look here. They run the counter to Ivory. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Third down and 4. Yeldon, the lone running back. Now Bortles. But he's got it to Hearns. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
This is Ivory. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
On second down, here's Bortles. He's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's the option going right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Carry number 10 now for Ivory. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
They'll run with Ivory. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictated just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle it. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. To go here in the 1st half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
Yeah, none whatsoever. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. On the ground, Ivory. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Bortles now on 3rd and goal. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Julius Thomas from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he's got it to make it now 13-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Jaguars defense as they get ready to set up shop. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over. Because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now, will they keep that confidence? Time to find out. On 1st and 10, Bradford. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Kyle Rudolph doing his job and making another nice catch. Come on, it's the month of December. You knew he was going to be there, right?
I knew you were going to go there. Fresh set of downs here. First down, Bradford. Screen play, McKinnon. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Bradford on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 36 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, if they can just tighten.
It's what they want to do. Tighten down everything they're doing, and it maybe explode at the right time.
And that'll make it 13-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again, Blake Bortles marches back onto the field with his offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Bortles now on first down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing on first down is Bortles. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, no kickers on the field right now, but did want to discuss Justin Tucker and how he made headlines this last week, kicking a kickoff through the uprights, and his coach suggesting, maybe in jest, that, hey, we should get a point for that. What do you think?
I like the fact that he brought it up and turned into a topic of conversation. I'm very leery about gimmicking up the game. I like the authenticity of our game as it is. I don't want to see people getting that when all of a sudden we're aiming for the goalpost and everybody's going to go out and get this big-legged kicker who can do that and just give a point or maybe, move the starting point for the defense. No, I'm not in favor, but it's a good discussion point.
So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
Bortles going to try and throw on third down. And Robinson with a big catch. A big gain of 31 on third down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. And Myers able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Jaguars are happy to be sitting in the locker room with the lead. The Vikings didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. Vikings have the football midway through the second. Jones is going to push his way to the QB here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. 3rd and goal. Quick pass, and Thomas comes up with the catch. And he goes in for 6. Jags up now by 13. Vikings line up at the 36. Tight coverage here, but the completion is made. And a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. The gap is closed to 6.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Marching back out there, ready for the next possession. Here comes the Vikings defense. They're losing here as we begin the 3rd quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
And I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the 3rd. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. Well, Charles, a lot of discussion this year from us about MVP candidates, understandably so. What about guys who maybe would be in that MVP discussion if their team was performing better?
David Johnson, the running back for Arizona, tracking for over 2,400 yards all-purpose. How about Drew Brees, tracking for another season of over 5,000 yards passing? And Luke Kuechly from Carolina. He's always in this discussion, but with his injury, that takes him out of it. But how about after he got hurt against New Orleans, the respect from everyone else in the league, the concern about his injury? that tells you about what they think of him. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He's got the hook up to Lee. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You got to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to it.
And he's had the hot hand. On 1st down, Bortles. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Well, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brian Robinson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Another tough one there for Blake Bortles, partner. 2015, led the league in fumbles as a quarterback, right? Had 14 of them. But you just expect that to get better with experience in the league and, of course, better support from his offensive line. In this case, though, he kind of reverted back to that year.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Bradford now after the fumble recovery. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That'll give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Paul Posluszny, the linebacker, brings him down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defense in front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
On 3rd down, Bradford. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here, 2nd and 13.
Hey. 4 down. Here we go now. Blue 45.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Now Bradford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. And that brings up 4th down.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And Forbath will put this one through. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And we shift our attention now to Chris Ivory. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
The drive begins with a run by Ivory. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards on the pickup. And the Jags are going to have a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
They come out here in the eye. Back to the ground on first down. Again, Ivory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Bortles to throw on second down. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And the busy afternoon continues for Ivory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Six yards to go here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be third down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Brad Nortman now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And to give this time to the tailback. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up. Not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Third and long for Bradford. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Jeff Locke now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And tough starting field position here. They come out here in the eye. They start on the ground with Ivory. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
On second down, here's Bortles. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Bortles going to try and throw on third down. And that is incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it's now 4th and 3.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Brad Nordman now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, shifty.
Whoa.
Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now the Vikings now heading on to the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Bradford on first down. The left side caught by Diggs. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play in space against the ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short game.
Bradford now. And this is going to be incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's 4th and 3. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And Forbath will put this one through. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes Blake Bortles now to lead his offense back out there. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, There's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
It's caught right side. It's Hearns. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Out of the pistol, Ivory. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Man left, man left. 4 down, check, 4 down. Here we go now. Blue, 4 down.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Lee's got it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Here's Sherrills. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Second down following the run. Second down, Bradford. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
fake here on first down. And the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes. The rookie from Maryland, Yannick Ngakoue, in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now Bradford on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. Third and long for Bradford. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And they'll go on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
So second and 10 here. They'll run with Asiata. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. 1 yard, the official pickup there. So it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now in his 3rd year, this is Bishop Sankey. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Minnesota defense, we watch them get set to roll. They're just looking to duplicate what they did last time, force the 3 and out, and that led to a field goal.
The only thing better, really, is creating a turnover. 3 and out, get off the field, feel good about yourself, turn the ball over to your offense. and they put the ball through the post with a field goal.
They're probably pretty well rested after that 3-and-out, too.
One would think. That's how you get it done. Create the 3-and-outs, get to the bench, get your rest, and hope your offense can control the game.
Now a 20th carry in the game here for Chris Ivory. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
For that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Bortles to throw on second down. Underneath to Ivory. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Ivory. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
As a defender, you've seen that play work all game long. What you have to do, though, is stay with your keys and not overrun plays, because once you do that, they send you in one direction and come back in the opposite.
They'll give it up to Ivory. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. They're trying to establish that running game, but they're really having trouble, aren't they?
Yeah, when you're running against a really good 4-3 defense, that means you've got big guys inside who control things. Those big defensive tackles are making it very difficult to find open space.
From the gun on third down, Bortles finding time. And that is incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And fourth down coming up. Here's Brad Nortman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And out now come the Vikings. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now a second down throw for Bradford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. On third down, Bradford. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Jeff Locke now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They give it to Ivory. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Hey. Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Blue 45.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Brad Nortman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Sherrills to return it. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Minnesota. McKinnon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down and 4. Now Bradford on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want. Get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Bradford from the gun on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. A first down throw for Bradford. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync.
Second and just 1. To the air again with Bradford. And Rudolph has it left side. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Everyone's looking for the big runs, the explosive runs, the 20 to 30-yard plays. But anytime you're picking up good yardage and setting yourself up on down and distance, offenses love that too.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And again, it's Asiata on the ground. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And Forbath will put this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. Here comes Grant on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Well, the Jaguars getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Ready, green, 90. Green, 90. Hunt. Right there, 54.
Back to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. 2nd and 10 now.
Cut it left. Cut it left. Go, go. Green, 39.
Back to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He'll look to throw. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They'll look to throw. Underneath, Ivory. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Bortles to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw, Bortles. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville 1st. Back to throw. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. Back to throw. He's got time. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
On 2nd down, Ivory. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
One final try now for Bortles. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.